Welcome, family. Welcome. Okay, my camera's not up because I am tired of the freezing and I have not yet gotten another camera. And that's okay. That is okay. But I still got to bring this information to y'all. We still have to get to the nitty gritty. We got to gain this knowledge, family. Okay, so I have Spiritual K that will be joining me soon. But in the meantime, the show will be about the mindset of spiritual people. Okay. So we're going to dive deep. We're going to dive deep into why it matters because it really does matter of the mindset of spiritual people, not just spiritual people, but all people that you may follow, look up to, get advice from, be around. The mindset is very, very important. So, before I start, I would like to read an excerpt. I'm going to read a page from 365 Tao. Give us a little, some powerful words. Okay? Words of wisdom today deals with entertainment. Words of wisdom today deals with entertainment. The mind that turns ever outward will have no end to craving. Only the mind turned inward will find a still point of peace. Let's dive deep. It seems people never tire of seeking new thrills. They crave entertainment and they want newer, sharper experiences. Events do not even need to be actual. People are more than content with recreations, displays, and stimulating machines. Music must be amplified. A historic location must have museums, shops, and festivals. Life must have elaborate ceremonies with images, music, speaking, dining, and drinking. Followers of Tao regard all reality as being projections of our minds. All phenomena are subjective and relative. Therefore, it is folly to further entangle ourselves in confusion. True reality lies in withdrawal from the swirling variations of the outside world. It lies in looking within and then slowly peeling away the layers of subjectivity. What will remain is not a core of objectivity, but a kernel of truth that absorbs rather than reflects. If we enter this kernel, our minds cease to continue their habits of creating stimulating reality, and we enter into a silence that feels perfect and whole. And that was your message for you in the entertainment. Okay, so going back to the mindset of spiritual people. You are free to comment, jump in, hop in, ask questions. Hold on for a second. Yeah, you're welcome to chime in. So, topic of today, the mindset of spiritual people. Why does this matter? It matters a lot. It is the reason why people can be easily manipulated, convinced, because of those that you believe in, those that you follow. They don't necessarily have to be spiritual people. It could be amongst professional people. It could be therapists, life coaches, um, counselors, teachers, tutors, healers, anyone. that you look up to or really follow, the mindset of them really matters. It really matters. So let me get you in here, Kyle. Give me a second, people. Give me 1 second while I get him up in here. Okay, I just sent you the link. Click on that link. Okay. We should be coming in soon. But yes, the mindset of spiritual people is very important. And we're going to dive so deep to give y'all insight on why and how, if you're operating in a not so good, a pessimistic mindset, how we can change it and all these good things. So I welcome you to the stage, everyone. Spiritual K. Welcome, Spiritual K. How are you?
Good, and you? How you doing? I
I'm
was
doing
listening.
very well.
I was listening to you, and I would like you to continue on. You come in with some good topics right there.
Okay. So let's get into the definition of mindset. Let's see here. So to define mindset, it is the established set of attitudes held by someone. So your mindset is entangled with emotions, with beliefs, with how you think, how you perceive. Your mindset is entangled to all of those things. Let's go into two different mindsets, and then I'm going to give you two examples of those, and then then I have some questions for Spiritual K. So as a fixed mindset is people that believe that their intelligence is fixed and static. A growth mindset, people believe that their intelligence and talents can be improved through effort and learning. And this is all from Dr. Carol Dweck. An example, in her own words, of a fixed mindset person is that they have a certain amount of intelligence and that's their goal to become or to look smart all the time and not dumb. Whether they learn it or not, they just gonna fake it till they make it. With a sorry for that. With a growth mindset, they understand that not knowing or not being good at something can be a temporary state. So they don't have to feel ashamed or try to prove they're smarter than they appear, because in a growth mindset, people believe that they understand that their talents and abilities can be developed through effort, good teaching, and persistence. So I have some questions for you, Spiritual K. Can anyone have a good or bad mindset?
I would say yes, but to me, it's more the intention. is like a teacher that wants students to learn or to acquire certain knowledge. I feel as though the intention of a teacher, once caring for a student or caring about what it is she's doing, that person or individuals would learn effectively. But it's up to the person again, it's up to the student, it's up to the human being, it's up to the individual to really receive that. But if a person has good credentials or experience in the mindset of teaching and sharing the knowledge from one mind to the next, a person should receive that knowledge with open arms and with positive and good intention, if that makes sense.
Yes, that makes sense. And I'm glad that you said that. Because if you follow someone that has good intentions, I'm sure it does matter how their mindset is. And you already explained why. You already explained why. But as a leader, where should your mindset be as a leader of any kind?
Well, in the world today, the year of our Lord 2024, a lot of people, to me, how I see it is two things: surviving and thriving. To survive is to get by, to thrive is to already know that you have the ways and the means to get to where you're going. Sorry for that distraction. I just hit someone knocking the door. Yeah, the reason why I would say today's mindset is going to be built on positivity, because I was told the other day by a very wise lady, if you believe it, you can do it. It's like putting your mind to lose weight, or putting your mind to get over sickness, or putting your mind to do something to achieve. And it's like faith, because the mind and faith works together, because if you're biblical, the Bible says, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. You must first visualize it before you can manifest it. So in having any type of mindset, you want a positive and strong willpower to do whatever it is you put your mind to.
Okay. And that definitely is true. And with that being said, when you're dealing with people that you trust your life with, doctors, spiritual advisors, practitioners, things of that nature, you will want to know where their mind is. You will want to know if you're following someone good with good intentions or with bad intentions. Because there have been incidents, and I'm sure you can tell many stories of following behind bad spiritual practitioners.
Yes. Well,
Um,
they say as above, so below, and scientifically is proven the mind and the gut work hand in hand. Doctors would say if you have a good microbiome, your mental and your stomach, because we always have a gut feeling, and in the Caribbean we always say my mind told me I need to follow my mind. But the mind and the gut tends to go hand in hand. They work together in unity to kind of get the job done. And sometimes your mind can lead you to a person, but the gut can say, there's something about this person is not right. And that's when confusion starts. But in going fully towards anything, the mind and gut has to feel that person, or like I say, that doctor or that teacher or that politician. You have to understand and know. Sometimes, we can be wrong, but I believe God and the spirits know if you make a slight mistake, you're not going to be way off. But most times to have that mindset to believe in something, it has to benefit you. It has to benefit your well being. It has to be truth to it. It has to be light towards it. And it has to be beneficial, meaning that the intention of knowing that this was done or said or this was practiced, it was something to benefit me. A lot of people get into spirituality not for form or fashion or style, is to seek sometimes inner peace, inner direction, happiness, joys, to open certain doors. Their mind realized that, they thought one way and now they think next. And it happens from churches to chapels to synagogues to mosque. Anything you do, it starts within the mind.
Almost like a premeditated type of thing.
Yes.
So let's say, now, not just putting it on leaders, but the person themselves have to be in a certain mindset for a leader or a spiritual practitioner to even want to deal with them. So it kind of works both ways, where as though everyone is using their discernment to see, are we on the same page? Do we have the same mindset? Because that does matter.
Yes.
Sometimes there are people that don't have the same mindset, and
No.
depending on where you at, manipulation can play a big part in why you do things that may not serve your highest good.
Correct.
And that goes back to the intent. And this is why you should know who you follow, mindset, what they believe in, their intentions. Do they got good intentions? Can you give me a way we can use our discernment to see if we are following people that have good mindsets, good intentions?
Sure. Most times, recommendations. Most time, relationships. Most times, when I say relationships, meaning that communication. They respect you, you respect them. There is a mutual understanding that there is no disrespect. You're not worshiping me. I'm not God. I'm just a teacher. I'm just a leader. I'm just in tune and much more knowledgeable with what I practice or what I believe in, that I'm here to teach you. And within that relationship of communication, there is a trust, there is a bond, there is what's the word I want to use? It's like you're gonna benefit from this. There's no advantage that's gonna be taken from you. I'm not better than you, and you're not better from me, because we're both learning. Teachers learn as well as when they're in the process of teaching. And that's how it starts. And from there, you get to realize that you see a lot of winnings, a lot of achievements, your life growths, happiness. And with that, you want to share knowledge, you want to share what you know, you want to refer to others because you feel blessed by having such knowledge that you would want to put someone on that's, seeking the same knowledge, that y'all can form a family that's healthy.
Agreed, agreed, agreed. So if someone wanted to change their mindset, I had actually, because as a life coach, I actually deal with helping people with their limited beliefs and all that good stuff. I actually have a program to help you reset your mindset. And just to give you a little snippet of it, resetting your mindset just deals with unlearning self-limited beliefs, releasing judgments, forgiving others, and forgiving yourself. This will help to rewire your thinking patterns, amongst other things as well. But these are the main pieces that we should use to unlearn so that we can change our mindset if we feel like we operate in a pessimistic way.
Agreed.
So, have there been any instances, or can you give any example of someone with a good mindset meeting someone with a bad mindset and how it turns out?
Sure. Most times, from what I've seen, a good mindset is you look at a person in the form of, before you bake a cake, let's say it like this, you have to have ingredients. You gotta have, how you're gonna bake a cake, you need flour, water, butter, uh, the stove. You have certain tools by where you acquire to teach. And in getting someone prepared to learn, most students, like I said, it's a respect and good intention from both teacher and student, by where you want the best for this person. You want this person to understand and to know and to grow and to elevate in anything that you're teaching. The mindset, I believe, has to be more stronger from the teacher's perspective, because having a student is a person is not knowledgeable but is in learning. But you don't take advantage, you don't misuse, you don't corrupt, you be patient. Sometimes students are not patient, sometimes students are not understanding, and that's when you don't have a good communication with that person, you realize, well, it's not working out. So it ends there, but ends peacefully, not where, the person being slandered and you're going to talk about this person, they're no good, they don't know what they're doing, and this and that and the third. Sometimes people do that, but that's when I would say the student is the one that has a problem, because everything happens for a reason, meaning that if it didn't work out, it just wasn't meant for you. But most teachers, in teaching any student, the key values of the teacher to the student is respect, communication, and knowledge. The teacher has to be well prepared and well knowledged to know that I'm teaching this person that does not know, so I have to be very patient with this person.
I agree to the max. Teacher student relationship, I agree.
Yeah.
So it will be more so up to the teacher if they're going to continue
Yes.
dealing with a student that's not in the correct mindset.
Yes.
Okay. So have there been any instances where a student can cause the leader of any type to cause them to have a downfall?
Yes. I would say miscommunication is what starts that. Sometimes the student may have a different intention. Maybe the student may have bad experiences from other teachers. Maybe the student may be not vulnerable, not equipped to open up. There are a lot of walls mentally, spiritually. And due to that person being afraid, fearfully, but not saying it, but manifesting the fear in front of the teacher by sometimes insecurity, sometimes mistrust, sometimes overly sensitive, that allows a teacher that's well grounded to ask themselves, is this going anywhere? Is my student receiving the knowledge that I'm partaking or put on them, or Is this person being receptive, or are they mentally blocked? And that's where it goes back to today's topic, the mindset of a spiritual person. It must first be open. It must first be, I believe in being led to a teacher. I believe in being bonded to a teacher. I believe in respecting a teacher. And the same words that I used, teacher and student must equally have that balance. And if a student is off with a few of the following, it's not going to bring a good communication.
Okay, because then that means they would then just be in a fixed mindset because they're not looking to grow.
No, exactly.
That's when the stubbornness and all that good characteristics of their ego pop out.
Yes.
So being a spiritual person and working in that field directly, the practitioner should have an open mind.
Yes.
The practitioner should not have any limited beliefs, because then it becomes a judgmental type of relationship.
Well, I want to use the word, you don't want something to create toxic. You don't want something to become inflamed. You don't want something to become infected. So, if you're a teacher that's well versed on what you're doing, you take sanitary measures spiritually, meaning that in preparation, sometimes you never know what you're molding. You don't know. Maya Angelou has a very powerful saying: if someone shows you who they are, you believe them. People tend to
Right.
show you who they are. People tend to show you they're afraid. People tend to show you they're strong. People tend to show you if they can do it. And that motivates a teacher to want to teach. That motivates a teacher to say, well, yes, I can work with this person. But if a teacher realizes sometimes you get resistance or doubts, because like I said, no question is a dumb question. It's just some people tend to doubt themselves. It's like driving. It's like, I'm teaching you to drive, but if you're afraid of the street, I can't put you on the street. You can sit in the car, but you're not going to drive anywhere. And that does not make you a driver. So it's about experience.
Experience is the best teacher.
Yes. Experience and instruction. Those two teachers I love to work with.
You said spiritual and instruction?
No, experience and instruction.
Experience and
Yeah.
instruction. Okay.
Instruction is, yeah. Instruction is the easy part, but experience can be the harder part. To be instructed to do something is to be taught. To experience something is to go through it.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that too. Experience is always the best teacher because you become relatable to others that
Yeah.
that went through the same thing. So, what type of teas can I drink to calm the mind?
There's several good ones, from chamomile to lavender to some of the mushrooms. When I say mushroom, I'm not talking about the psychedelics. I'm talking about the reishi mushrooms. There's lion's mane, which is a good mushroom. All these herbs are good to help. They're like nervous tonics. They actually activate B12, which is I think was called the nervine, and it brings calmness. And magnesium, anything with magnesium that brings relaxation. Ashwagandha tea is good. There's so many herbal teas that God made to help with calming the mind?
Because I think, and this is just my opinion, that when the mind is calm, you think so much clearer and better versus having a chaotic mind that have thoughts going all over the place, not giving you too much clear direction in which way to go.
I agree with you.
So you wanted to add to it?
Also, I agree with you 100%. You really have to have a calm mind in doing anything.
Because without it being calm, you make chaotic decisions.
Yes, yes.
So that has been the topic. Is there anything else you would like to add on?
I would say, just to add, a part of healing too with a positive mindset is learning to elevate mentally by praying and positive affirmations. Knowing that what your intention is. Sometimes in life, our minds get so messed up, whether spiritually or whether in everyday life. Sometimes due to trauma, it affects your mind to think all types of negative at times. But that's why in therapy, counseling, aromatherapy, sometimes medication or herbal, get help to calm the mind and bring peace and safety and serenity within thyself. Because a healthy mind is also a healthy body.
Agree. Agree. With that being said, you can always reach out to Better Minds, email at admin@bettermindsmarket.com, and send in questions. If you want to reach out to Spiritual K, you can email me there and I'll send everything to him, questions, anything that you may need. Um, or if you want a topic done on this show, you can email me and I'll check it out and we will talk about it. That's what we're here. We're here to grow. We're here to learn. We're here to become a better nation. Also, you can visit bettermindsmarket.com. I'm currently doing courses. They're not available yet, but they soon will be. And I would like to close the show out with a quote. The mind has a powerful way of attracting things that are in harmony with it, good and bad. And this is why we need to have a positive, powerful mindset. Thank you for joining the show. It was great. It was lovely. Thank you, Spiritual K. Your knowledge is always welcome. And peace, love, and blessings.
Same to you. Bless.